All right, let's try this again. Hello, my beautiful people. Yes, we are at the park. And yes, it is going to be a little loud. And yes, you might hear some little girl screams. But either way, we are going to get some work done today. And I'm actually really excited. I've needed to get some grounding work in, and just walking hasn't been doing it for me. I haven't been out. I had some dental work done, and I just kind of got out of the habit of it. So right now, it's just been super important to get out and get this energy out of my body and put it somewhere where it needs to be. So that's what we're doing. I'm so lucky to have a person that sees how important it is for me to just be by the water. So I think this is definitely going to be a little bit of a habit of ours for the rest of the summer, which is lovely. So yeah, she's gonna. So here we go. I am going to we're going to pick this up, which is a good old fashioned gossip read. Kind of see where you're at. I have other readings to do on the list, but it's been a hot minute since I've tapped in. So let's go ahead and just do that right now. I'm going to go ahead and get an energy check for you and see what's going on, so you'll know exactly if this is your pile or not. If it's not, you can check out another pile, another reading, or another reader. Okay. All right. Pile selection. Here we go. You have a LaCroix, pile number 1. Salud. Pile number 2. You will have a very, very straight stick. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. You will have most than likely poisonous berries. Poisonous berries, pile number 3. Or not so poisonous. I don't know. I wouldn't eat them. Okay, for my pile selection Nazis out there. I know. I get it. I get it. Pile number 1. Whoever chose the LaCroix can. Here we go. 222 on the clock. Where are you right now? What is your energy? Raccoon. Okay, so definitely in a more creative state, definitely more hermited away. Uh, yeah, but I feel like just because people don't know where you are or what you're doing doesn't mean that you're not doing anything. Raccoon is one of the most creative animals in this particular deck. We do have hyena here in reverse. Yeah, I don't feel like you're giving anybody your energy. And if you do, I think you're just like really like, because hyenas, right? This duality, right? This is a double energy, right? This is dual. So you might have some strong Gemini placements, but not necessarily. But, I think this is how people are really viewing you. But I also feel like this is kind of, you're just like, you're going to get the side of me that you show me. I'm only going to mirror back to you what you mirror to me. I'm not going to give you any more. I'm not going to give you any less. I'm just going to, and it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. So there's a very matter of factness part in me, and I think that you're very clear and cut. Both of these cards, they're only black and white. I feel like I'm getting very King of Swords, Queen of Swordsy energy with you. Let's get one more to see if we're right energy for you. Yeah, you're not giving it. We've got Otter Spirit. You're like, you know what? I'm fine with not being the life of the party. I'm fine with not going out and partying with everybody. I'm okay. It's the courage to be disliked, right? If you've ever watched that or listened to that book or read that book, it's definitely one of those like things that you want to pick up and keep in your library, because if you can remember that it is okay for people to dislike you and to operate that way and be just like totally like, I'm telling you, life will get sorry, I'm like, oh, that's a really great idea. Life will get so much easier. I love doing the people watching, right when I do the people watching here, I can just kind of like riff off everything and off the energy, and I love it so much, especially having like that vitamin D. I love the sun on my face right now. So lovely. So yeah, if you're feeling like this is your energy, let's go ahead and hop into your pile. Okay, so let's go ahead. What's the tea? I'm going to go ahead and get the shamanic deck. I thought it might be like a really heavy deck to bring to the pool, but they were like, no. And I think, yeah, as this, like, we've got the sun, oh my gosh, here on the bottom. What did I just talk about? The sun. Yeah, it's like this deck wanted to like, oh, Penelope Dreamweaver accidentally grabbed these. Yeah, it's yeah, the sun. Also with this particular sun, it looks like it's bowing down. I'm definitely getting this like, what's the gossip, what's the tea on you, is like you aren't showing anybody, there is no illumination, right? That fell, the earthly things that you are doing, the things that are like in the 3D that you are bringing in, nobody knows, right? You've been moving in silence, very high priestess mode here, right? There's nothing to see here, folks. The corn, there's no harvest here. I'm just a broke little this, that, and the other. You can think of me, your opinions of me are none of my business. I am perfectly fine with you thinking whatever you think. Like you got over on me. Go ahead. Believe what you will. Rack up your karma. Do whatever you need to do because I am not going to share. And that's the gossip, right? You're not, nobody knows. Nobody knows. Ooh, it's starting to fill up. There's a bunch of people walking in. Like, I think we got our spot just in time. Mystical shaman. Oh my gosh, what's the gossip on you? You see things. I think people are starting to realize maybe, like, it's just because I know with people, it takes about a year of them knowing me for things to come true. Like, because people, you'll say something to somebody and they're like, yeah, whatever. And you're like, I know, I'm going to feel it in 30 days. And it doesn't come true. And they're like, whatever. And then 4 months later, it happens. Exactly. Right. Like sometimes it feels like I dream something and it feels like it's going to happen the next day. And it doesn't happen for like a year and a half, like not even kidding. And it shocks me, right? So I'm very careful when I say things out loud because it really gets people like, people can make decisions, right? Us as readers, if you're watching this and you're a reader or a spiritual guru or just a leader in general, like a boss or a CEO, anything like that, like you have to be able to know how much your words can affect people, whether it's in a good way or in a bad way, whether it motivates them or if it tears them down, right? So I just, right, it seems that it's be cognitive of how you're coming off to people and what you're telling people and what you're saying to them, okay? All right. I'm so easily distracted, but it's really good because it's helping me kind of stay in my body right now. So no worries. Okay. So let's get one more card for you, pile number 1, and then we will move on. Where are we at? What's the gossip? What's the hot tea? Do we even want? I don't even feel like getting tarot for you. I don't even feel like it's that deep. Yeah, we're just going to keep these nice and light. It's like I feel like I need to get, and they're like, no, this is how you don't go over 40 minutes when you're reading. So I'm like, oh, okay. So are you looking for something? What are you looking for? Your AirPods? Did you just have them in? Oh, okay. It's one. Oh, are they under the blanket? Did you put them down and then like move the blanket on top of them or something? Maybe. Or did I accidentally like pick them up? All right, we will find them. Here we go. Oh yeah. Sorry. Hey, this is right. This is part of the day. So we're part of the day. So here we have the Piper. I definitely have people that are in your vicinity that are really trying to like, I don't know, perhaps lure you to do things that you maybe like habits you used to be into, or like let's party and it's the summer and this, that, and the other. And right now is like go time. And that's why you're laying low and that's why you're not telling anybody your moves, right? Because people, when they know what you're doing and what you were, this gives them time to think about how to sabotage you. And maybe they're not even trying to do it purposely, but subconsciously people know that if you elevate, they feel like they're going to be left behind if they don't elevate along with you, right? So you've definitely got some people here that are coming up that are going to be really trying to like, hey, you don't need to do that, right? You can do that on Monday. Like, and you need to get something done on Sunday, even though it's not the coolest thing to do. Or you don't go to this particular party because it's a really great networking opportunity for you somewhere else. Like, this is the time to show Saturn that you are willing to do the work and put in the work for yourself in order to make these manifestations. This is called co-creation, because if you put the work in, the universe will do it for you as well. Okay? All right, pile number 2. Awesome read. Pile number Hello, my beautiful pile number 2. It's Mara Bird here. You'll have to excuse the country music. We've got folks here that haven't really taken into account that maybe not everybody likes country music. But they, in fairness, they have like 50 people with them. So I guess they know most of the 50 that's with them knows that they like country. I don't know. Anyways, needless to say, you got some country music in the background and you can't blame it on me. So, pile number 2, we're going to jump into your energy check. We're going to go ahead and see. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you. We're going to find out what the gossip, what the tea has been. It's been a hot minute. So, pardon me, we're going to figure all of that out. And just see what the gossip, what's tea, what's popping on my pile number 2. It might start getting a little loud here. I am at an outdoor pool. So, I think the shift change has happened and everybody's ready to jump back in the pool. So, there might be screams. Speaking of, gotta love that timing, right? Look how beautiful this place is. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. So, that being said, let's get on with it. Pile number 2. I'm pulling 3 cards. Ooh, we've got golden egg on the bottom. What's tea? What's poppin'? What is the news on my pile number 2? Let's pull 3 cards because I want to put this down so I can talk into the microphone. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, so pile number 2. Right now, everybody, you've got this, I'm getting this nonplussed, right? You are definitely my pile here that's like, yeah, I don't give a D. Nobody gives a D. I don't mess around. I don't play around with people. I'm a sweetheart, but don't mess with me. I'm definitely getting this, like, deer is usually like just the sweetheart, right, of the zodiac. But I think with you, it's more of like unbothered. It really is. It's like unbothered. And then I have Firefly in reverse along with that came out with the, let me just show you these cards, along with the owl. An owl spirit is like, sonar. It's psychic vision. It's seeing everything that people don't see under the surface, right? What people can see in the dark. And Firefly is all about, like, when it's in the upright, it's flaky, right? It's off and on. You never know when it's going to be on, when it's going to be off. But when it's in reverse, it's always on. It's like you're psychic. What's gossip? What's the tea about you is that people know that you're always on. Like nothing gets past you. Nobody can get anything past you. Okay. And it makes people nervous, which I think this is supposed to be you, but I don't think it is. I think it's other people. You're making other people nervous because they know now. I think people are realizing how psychic you really, really are. So if that sounds like your pile, I think you're in the right area. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what's gossip and what's the tea and what's popping about my pile number 2. Yeah, I feel, I bought this deck of cards that is waterproof, and so that I could bring it out here. I could just sit in the pool. And you know what? I ended up forgetting my bottoms. Well, I didn't forget them. I took them off in order to put something on. And then I never put them back on, which is, thank goodness, I realized walking to the car that I didn't, because I was about to come here to the pool and just drop trow. Forgetting that I did have my bathing suit bottoms on earlier, and now I didn't. So at least I didn't expose myself. So now I'm running around in boyfriend's boy shorts with a big old, unflattering piece of whatever in the front, flapping in the wind. But you know what? I'm sitting down. I'm getting work done. All is well. So I don't know, pile number 2, maybe you've got something going on with you, or you just got like a fun, slightly embarrassing. I don't know, but we're gonna get into it. Pile number 2. What's the tea? What's the dish? on my pile number 2. What's going on? What's the gossip? Let's see here. Earthkeeper. Oh my goodness. Man, oh man. Yeah, okay. I love it. You might want to see pile number 1. It's similar, but there is a difference here. Ooh, I like her hair. She's got really, really pretty long braids in. Oh, it's very Tyla. She looks like Tyla from Water. Yeah, that's what it is. She's got that South African. But we've got the Earthkeeper. First of all, I am getting the Where's Waldo vibe here. Please excuse my nails. Please excuse my nails. I'm learning how to do them myself. So next time, hopefully, you'll see my masterpiece. But it's like I feel like you just don't feel the need to give anybody like your whereabouts or what you're doing. Again, another moving in silence, but there's also something here with like a minimalist type of vibe. I think people are starting to gossip on you is that you just don't really care a lot about like material things. And I don't think like it's this like, ugh, right? Like I'm a monk type of thing. It's just like, I don't think that, I think that you carry like you might, I've had turtle spirit pop up a lot in my readings, and you might just really resonate with that. Like with me, I just learned being, as a daughter of military and then the wife of military and then being a flight attendant and all these like jobs traveling and stuff. I've learned to carry my, go very lightly, tread very lightly. And even now where I've got like inventory and stuff like that, everything can be put into a very, very small storage unit within, an hour's time. So, I feel like there's an energy here where people, because we've got the spiral here in reverse, it's like you don't go down nonsense rabbit holes. You don't talk to people about the weather unless it's like, poignant. And so there's some weather coming towards you. You don't do the small talk, right? You don't get involved. You don't. Yeah, I'm just getting this like not even unbothered, but like above the fray type of energy where it's like it's not even it's a non-issue to me, right? Like that's not something that I'm even remotely going to spend my time. You don't spend your time along with Jaguar spirit here. Look at this Jaguar. It's like you're not lurking about, and the people that are lurking about, it's always I seem to be getting this third card for other people. It's like they don't. You're not even giving them enough information for them to lurk about and talk about you. It's like whatever stories they have is conjecture, right? They're just making things up because they don't know, and because they don't know, it scares them because they don't like. They're used to people just being on the same, just giving them, offering up information that they can use as ammunition later. And so when you don't give that to them, it turns the narcissist up on its head, and they're like, I don't know what to do. I don't have any ammunition to get back at them. What do I do? Let me just make shit up. And when you start making shit up, especially around someone who doesn't, it's different when you're doing it with somebody that has like a shady reputation. But when you really start going against someone that walks, with the universe, that karma is going to come back real quick, and it's going to be very obvious to the people who's on the what side of karma. Okay, so pile number 2, that is the T and the karma on there. I was saying the karma. So karma is definitely, I think people are getting karma, the people that have even remotely decided to come against you. I'm going to pull one more card here for pile number 2. What's the T on pile number 2? So I need to get in that water again. Yeah, the fawn. In reverse, yeah, I'm also getting like another day, another sleigh, savage era. The fawn is all about, right? Like that you present as the deer as being soft and with the fuzzy underbelly and everything like that, but you're not that gentle beast, and you don't have to be to other people that don't show that to you. You match people's energy, tit for tat, and I think you're very comfortable again with being disliked. So pile number 2, I'm loving your energy. We'll see you in a moment for pile number 3. Hello, my beautiful people. Pile number 3. Please excuse. I have my dead cat, but it's not fit for this microphone. So the wind is picking up and you're going to hear it. It hasn't been this windy this entire time, but of course, Spirit is here for pile number 3. I love it. All right, pile number 3. What is the gossip? What's tea on you, baby? I am going to talk into that microphone a little closer. Let's go ahead and get 3 cards for you and just kind of get an energy check for you. See where you're at. See if this feels like your pile. If not, you can pick another one or choose another reader. What's the gossip? What's the tea? Where are you at? Oh, it's not as bad as everybody thinks. Well, here's the thing, and this has been the running theme, and I think this happened last time too, is the moving in silence. We have on the outside black egg, but everybody knows that you're working on something. I think you also may have the distinct habit of whenever people know that whenever you disappear, like you're working on something, it's not because you're lazy or sick or anything like that. It's because you've got something in the works, right? And so I think people are just really, there's like this magnetic, people are just like with bated breath waiting to see what is going to come out of your mouth or what project you're working on next or whatever it is. And I definitely feel like you've got people that have just really been um, yeah, again, I get that bated breath because with the otter spirit here in reverse, right? You're not giving your time, your energy. You're not even being remotely friendly to people. I think that you have gotten to a point with the people that are around you that you realize, like, I'm no longer going to invest in them. I don't even feel like you're even remotely trying to be like, I mean, there's a civility to you, right? I don't think that you're downright rude, but I don't think that you're upright being, I have a situation where it's like I don't have to be rude, but I don't have to be kind, right? I can just be neutral, right? And so I always choose on the air of being kind if I can, but if that's not the energy that I get back, then that's not what I'm going to do. But down deep inside, it's like you're the life of the party. And I think that's what people don't really understand. They don't realize how someone could be so solitary and be so comfortable, right? Like this is a very solitary type of position here with this black egg, right? But like you are perfectly happy with having a party all by yourself, right? This turtle spirit, it's like where your home is wherever you don't have to be in your own house. You can be on the street corner, you can be in a park, such as I am right now. You can be wherever it is and you can have a good time. You don't have to be entertained. You don't have to have a screen in front of you. You don't have to be shaking your ass or drinking in order to have a good time. And I think a lot of people find that really, really intimidating that you are perfectly fine with just what is, just content with what is. And people just, they can't sit still with themselves. They can't turn the television off. They can't sit in silence, right? And not be around people and not have the validation of other people telling them that they're doing well for themselves. So I'm just really proud of you for getting into this really high vibrational state right now. Okay. Okay, finally, we're going to use some tarot here. What's the gossip? What's the tea on my pile number 3? It's like, I don't even want to give you eye contact. That's interesting. I think this is your energy. It's like, I don't even think that you're giving people eye contact. You're like, do not engage. I don't want to give them any type of reason to think that I want to actually like talk to them. And I think people are starting to maybe realize that it's not personal. It's you. People think, oh, like I think that I'm better than people, and it's not. It's because I'm so it's not so high vibrational, but my energy is at a point now where the littlest disturbance in the force gets me sick, physically sick. People's energy, if they're not physically, get me sick, and it's been like that for a while. But like now, I'm in a situation where it's getting chronic again, and so I know what it is, right? And it's like here, yeah, the devil here, yeah. Now you definitely have some people around you that are either actively practicing witchcraft or definitely speaking something into in existence that want something not awesome to happen to you, right? And they're also obsessed with it. I'm getting, and it's only going to get worse here with Saturn, right? Saturn rules Capricorn, and Saturn is in, I was going to say in retrograde, but Saturn is in review. So this is like Saturn is like Santa Claus at the end of winter saying, have you been naughty and nice? That's what retrograde is right now. Okay, so it's like everything that you've done, people don't realize. If you want life to be good next year, right now is the time to start being good. What did you do last year? What actions were you taking last year? That is what you are about to reap and sow this year. People are like, oh, well, I'll just do good the next 2 weeks. No, this is a whole year's worth. This is what we call about astrological weather. So when Saturn went retrograde last year, what were you doing? How were you behaving? That's what you're going to get back this year. If you want next year to be awesome and to work through your karma. It may be a rough year, but then next year, all you'll do is reap the good karma that you started sowing from yesterday. Okay? So I say this every single year. You can go back at this time of year, right around the 888 portal, when Saturn goes retrograde, and I say this every single year, this is the year that you can really turn shit around and get out of your karma. This year is the year to do it, and right now is the time to start. So that this time next year, you can just wash your hands and be like, I know it's only good things coming towards me because I started this process last year. Take that as confirmation. So pile number two, or I mean pile number three, you might want to go check out pile number two. This might be a continuation. Oh my gosh, with the Four of Wands at the bottom. But what's T on my pile number two? I'm not going to let these fly. Oh my gosh, the sun, illumination. People are being illuminated. What are they being illuminated to? That's really interesting. I feel like this isn't you. I feel like it's other people. What has been illuminated by pile number two? Ooh, the Queen of Wands. And the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse. Ooh, and death. Look at all of this major arcana. The sun. What has been illuminated? You have put an end to the people that have been trying to put your karma to rest. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You have put an ending. You have worked through your karma. What has been illuminated? It's not the other people. It's not you. It's the other people. Everybody that's been coming against you. What's been illuminated is that the people that you put endings with, right? And you decided to no longer intertwine your karma with their Wheel of Fortune, and you went forward as the Queen of Wands. These people it's been illuminated that let's look at your life and let's look at theirs, right? It will shake out. You don't have to say, and people realize you don't have to say anything. You just exit the building and everything else, the universe will show itself, right? And that's where you're at. That's what got illuminated. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me go ahead. I want to get this other deck. What else has been illuminated? Clarify the Sun Spirit. Clarify the Sun Spirit. Oh my gosh, and this card got caught in there. Oh my gosh, with the King of Wands tucked in this deck. And there might be a King of Wands who has a significant fire placement. That's also the T, that you've got a King of Wands in your vicinity. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So I'm hearing talk of the town. Talk of the town. Clarify. Pile number three. Can you clarify what else has been illuminated? What else has been illuminated? Clarify. Clarify. Clarify the sun, please. Ooh. You got a past energy, beauty way. Oh my gosh. In reverse. Flew all the way back to the past. It's like, yeah, the people that were talking badly on your name in reverse in the past, that's what's been illuminated. Is that people were trying to discredit you to people you didn't even know, right? What else has been illuminated? Oh my gosh, it's like nobody wants to talk. Oh, nobody wants to talk now. I think people are starting to understand when they come against you, they almost get immediate karma. Yeah, completion. And this jumped out and wanted to go back in. Did you see that on here? It's like completion. Yeah, nobody wants to talk about it. I think people don't realize, right, that karma is real. People don't realize that return to sender is real. People don't realize that witchcraft is real. Okay. So yeah, the T on you, I'm like, do we want to get one more? They're like, no, people are done. It's completed cycle. People don't even want to say your name because they're afraid that saying your name out loud is going to bring repercussions. That's where people are at right now. I don't know what you did, but you got people talking about it. So anyways, we'll see you next time. And hopefully you'll see my face a little bit more consistently. Ta-ta for now. See you on the flip. Bye.